Isaiah 23, Salakia, James 5:1. It says, "Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rest of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasures together for the last days. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is kept of you back by fraud." IRS, taxes, central banking system, crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord Sabaoth, which means armies. Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth, and the wanton ye have nourished your hearts as in the day of slaughter. Ye have condemned and killed the just, and he doth not resist you. Be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of the Lord, Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahawashi. Behold, the husbandman waiteth for the precious fruit of the earth. All right, that's the son and the precious fruit of his elect, and have long patience for it until he receive the early and latter rain. Okay. All right, so Shalom Akim, this is Allah here, the surrogate of Yahawashi / paradigms. I give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahawashi, BAHASHAM Quadash, that belongs to the apostles, the elders, the Greatmillstone, taught me the truth for well, peace and salutations unto the shepherds that feed the sheep of the Heavenly Father Yahawah, which means he to be, or he is in the ancient Hebrew, which the Heavenly Father's ancient Hebrew name, and only begotten Son, who the word ignorantly called Jesus Christ, who wrote in the Hebrew, is Yahawashi, which means he to deliver, or he delivers, coming to deliver the predestined elected the nation of Israel, consisting of 12 tribes, so-called Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, Hispanic, Latinos, and Native Seminole Indians, those who descend from those 12 that are scattered in every nation under heaven, that mixed complexions, mixed features, speak different tongues, or even look like that of another race or nation, but their spirit and bloodline goes back to those 12, all right, that are scattered across the world. To the sincere Akim and Agwathium, which means brothers and sisters, to you that are sincere, I say Shalom. This is a real quick video. Remember, you're going to need about $116 to $120 plus to equal $2 within the CBDC, of the BRICS nations. Okay, so just think about that. $100 plus for every 2 CBDCs. All right. So what was that? So what would that mean right now for the state of this place and its actuality and reality? It is a third or fourth world country. Okay. And that's why you're seeing these things happen. All right. Delays, okay, out of the blue, okay, which caused pretty much uncertainty, for those at certain businesses, okay, but that's not without businesses, certain businesses going under or being hit because of it. All right, so we know that they're going into this changeover, into the CBDC. Okay, the digital currency on this side. All right, in November it was supposed to be official. Okay, for the first American bank. All right, the Fed Now app. We were told months back that during November, it's supposed to really get active, and then that's when we had this so-called mishap. I don't think they labeled it a cyber attack in the news, but something did happen with the banks once again. Okay, now you have the FDIC right here. It takes over 5th U.S. Bank of 2023. Okay, and as you know, Citizens Bank pretty much collapsed or went into bankruptcy. Okay, like I said, I'm not going to read the articles, but it just goes to show you they get ready to collapse the system. Okay, because like I said in the beginning of the video, January 1st, it's supposed to be be the official date that the U.S. dollar or the U.S. currency, goes pretty much to zero. globally. It would not be a global power for the U.S. anymore. So you have to connect the dots from what's going to happen with that currency, all these old central banks, all right, and what's going on in the so-called state of Israel, all right, and what's going on with the war in Gaza. You have to connect the dots, all right, and since I do it for you, there's supposed to be some sort of new canal that they want to build, for so-called import and exports, to go through. They used to go through what is it called? The Suez Canal, if I'm not mistaken. All right, over there in the Middle East. That's supposedly, controlled by Iran. All right, now with all of this, war that's going on, and rise of the Muslim, how would you say it, countries, okay, that's going to be a problem, for the so-called state of Israel and the U.S., okay, because once January 1st comes through, all right, they pretty much lose any control over the nations, using their petrol-backed dollar. All right. So it's not just simply a war going on in Gaza. All right, this is major, and this is why all the nations are coming against what's taking place over there. All right, even those within even in the Western nations, okay, the EU, NATO nations, they're against this war. Okay, but then they need this war to sustain some sort of control and power over the nations. But once January 1st comes next year, okay, they lose all of that power. Okay, and they will be pretty much subjected to the BRICS nations, CBDCs. All right, so as you can see here, they have to, they're running out of time, so they have to rush and do this thing, okay, before that day takes place. And look right here, you have why some U.S. bank deposits are held up days after processing error, delayed 850,000 payments. Okay, now they're talking about this only covers maybe 25%, of the workforce or banks or places where they have to send out money, but that small number is connected to the rest of the so-called 75%. Of the workforce. All right. So, like I said, obviously, M.O.T.B. Update. All right. And these are the businesses that hit. WeWork, which is supposedly, a housing business. All right. It says seeks bankruptcy protection and stunning fall for a company once valued close to $50 billion. Okay, and it's not a coincidence because you have all of these evictions going on all across the South and the West, all across the states. Okay, so this is not a coincidence. What else? Brooklyn-based Revel to shut down its moped business. All right, they have other businesses as far as like electric vehicles and charging stations, but this pretty much got hit. They had to cut the slack. All right, so Revel is gone in New York, and I heard they have branches in California and other parts of the states as well for people to get around. Yeah, and this has affected every major bank. Okay, what's that? Citibank, Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America. Amongst others. The big four, as I like to call them. All right, and this is the big one right here. This is being talked about like crazy too. The M.O.T.B update. Thousands of people are reportedly lining up to have a portion of their skull removed and one of Elon Musk's brain chips implanted. Okay, this is going on right now as we speak. All right. So the implementation of Revelation 13 and 16, okay, is coming to pass. So before World War III fully kicks off, before any missiles fly off, all right, this has to be implemented. infrastructures or economic infrastructures, systems around the globe have to collapse some way, somehow, or some sort of major transference to bring in that world war, which the Lord downloaded into Albert Pike's brain, psyche, about the 3 world wars. Okay, and this is how they was going to usher it in. Some sort of Israeli-Islamic war. That's all biblical prophecy, baby. Yeah, you see here, it says from the Business Insider, it says thousands of people are interested in potentially becoming Neuralink patients, Bloomberg reported. Elon Musk's startup received FDA approval to start human trials earlier this year. The brain chip, startup aims to implant a device that acts as a Fitbit in your skull. Okay. So we know what's next. The hand wave technology within these Whole Foods, owned by Amazon. Amazon is pretty much taking over everything as far as that technology is concerned. So we know what's next. Okay. So it's just an update, Revelation 13 and 16. All right, amongst many other scriptures, the inhabitants of Maktesh, the ships of Tarshish. Okay, those scriptures, rough paraphrasing. You can look it up yourself. Show you we're at the time of Jacob's trouble, and we're at the time of the shit hit the fan. All right, this is the time we're waiting for. This is the time we've been prophesying about. We've been taught by the elders of our elders, okay, the apostles, the elders, okay, just simply being sent out, okay. They've been doing this for years. All right, so those men have been set up to show some form of order, through the spirit and power of Yahawashi, Yahawashi, of course. They're not perfect, but in the doctrine, okay, they are. Okay, we've been made perfect through what? This doctrine. Okay, and it's all coming to pass. Call on Yahawashi, Yahawashi. Praise the Heavenly Father and His Son, because His Son is returning. Okay, we're going to go through this great fire, but ultimately to what? To be not only purified, but glorified, after, Yahawashi. Okay? He's going to exhort His men and women and children as part of that elect. All right? So everybody's, in a state of mourning. We're lively stones. We're in the state of being, excited, proud. Okay? He ain't show us those dreams and stuff for nothing. It's the time of the reaping. Our salvation is near. So I hope this video is edifying. Continue to watch, continue to pray. All right, and stay locked in. So give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawashi, Yahawashi. I hope this video was edifying to the elect. Till next time, Shalom, Akim, and Akwakim, Shalom.